Hey folks, what's up? Before I get started on this video, I'd like to mention, make sure if you need a machine, KTM, Gas, Husky, Suzuki, Yamaha, KO, make sure you get down to 5-Star Power Sports in Duncansville. They have plenty of salespeople to take care of you. You're never going to walk around there and be waiting for somebody to wait on you. There's plenty of salespeople. They'll get right with you, take care of you. And they also have Mahindra tractors if you're into those. So check those guys out. And now let's get into the video and let's check out what we got going on here. Good morning. Glad to see you. Well, as you can see behind me, we have the old booty bouncer loaded on the trailer. It's been a good run, 7 years. That was the wife's machine. Prior to that, she had a Wildcat 700. Prior to that, a 2011 Rhino, Yamaha Rhino. Prior to that, she always ripped on quads, and her last quad was a Can-Am 800 Outlander twin. So our boys are adults now, they're grown up, so she's going to get back to ripping. So we're going to go take this thing out to 5-Star Power Sports and drop it off and pick up a 700 Kodiak EPS. So stay tuned here. We're going to go grab that and we'll get back and we'll take a look at that. Hang out. See you in a minute. All right, welcome back. Good to see everybody. So, I loaded my wife's Can-Am Maverick trail up. That was a 2018 800. Loaded that up. Took it out to 5-Star Power Sports in Duncansville, Pennsylvania, to get an ATV. She started out running the ATVs. Then in 2011, she got a Rhino, then a Wildcat Trail 700, and then she went to the Can-Am Maverick Trail, and now she's switching back to a quad. So we picked her up a Yamaha Kodiak 700 with power steering. So let's check it out, see what she got. Here it is. Kodiak 700 EPS. And we'll just kind of go over some of the important parts of this machine. I might as well start here at the back. There's your typical suspension. Just adjustable preload collars right there. That's like that on the front and the rear. Comes standard with a 2-inch hitch receiver. And unlike the Grizzly, this does not have a brake caliper on each side on the rear. This has the wet brake inside the rear end housing on this machine. You can see where the cables are hooked on right there, and your braking is inside the assembly there, which that's like the King Quad sitting right there. It's basically the same thing. Look, I have something hanging down on there. Little piece of rubber needs put back up in under that sucker. I got to remember to do that. But anyhow, I like that brake setup on that. I have a 2009 Grizzly, and it's been good. I did have to replace the brake caliper on the passenger side last year on the Grizzly. It did malfunction. But anyhow, let's get back to this. Rear racks. These things, the tubes are massive compared to what's on the Grizzly and the King Quad. Those are probably diameter wise a little less than 3/4 of an inch. These look to me like they're 1-inch diameter. They're freaking huge. They're awesome. Let's get a let's see how wide they are here. Okay, they are right about 43 inches wide. Let's see, this section right here is about 13 wide. And then up here, they go out to about 20 inches right there. That's pretty good. Of course, this is where you fill up the gas on the Kodiak. My 09 Grizzly was actually up here where this storage compartment is right here. Pretty nice storage compartment. I wish they had more storage. Let's pop the seat off. Now the seat on this Kodiak, there's like there's no flipper or no spring-loaded catch. It's just these rubber grommets right here. Access, well, I would call it access to the fuel pump, but it looks to me like you would still have to remove all the plastic to actually get the fuel pump out. So I'm not sure why they make it look like that. I'm guessing there should be a toolkit there, which I'll have to check with my dealer on that because there is not a toolkit there. Air filter right here, easy access under the seat. That's pretty nice. Now, the overall size of this machine is definitely smaller than the Grizzly, which is good for beginners, or this is for my wife. But I'll tell you what, I like this, the feel of this better than my Grizzly, because I come from riding sport quads for years, and this feels much sportier because of the size of it when you're sitting on it than the Grizzly 700. Shifter gate here works super easy, very nice. And of course here is your instrument cluster. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll turn it on. You can see that light up and the lights you got there. Indicator for your shifter, clock, odometer, fuel gauge, and then you can cycle this through different things: hour meter, voltage, temperature, clock. And there's trip A, trip B, service interval, and back to odometer. You have your typical handlebar switch here, lights, start, reverse override, on and off. And you have your 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and then your diff lock right here. This is my ram mount, old school X grip for phone. Then of course you have rear brake here, front brake over there. Front brake is hydraulic, rear brake is cable. This does not have a parking brake because it has park. That machine over there has a parking brake because there's no park in the gear selector. You have a 12-volt port here that you can plug into. I'll show you over here too. When you check the oil, right here is your dipstick. Inside this little, you twist this little cover off and your dipstick is in there. There is the EPS model, of course, comes with the headlight, third headlight up here on the handlebars also. Let's see how wide this front rack is here. Okay, this is the widest part of it. And we're gonna say 3 foot. Center would be the same as the back, about 13. And that is about 18 in that section. Whoa. All right, now, you will see a winch on this. I installed that, and I will have a video on it because this is a few days after I brought it home. I didn't have time to make a video as soon as I brought it home. So I do already have a winch installed on it there. It does not come with a winch plate. You have to purchase a separate winch plate for these Yamahas and put on, and then mount your winch on there. Of course, it does have front bumper protection on it. If you'll notice, the Suzuki back there does not come with any bumper from the factory and still does not have one on, so I like that feature. And power steering, of course. The unit is up in there. The power steering on this is very, very easy. I mean, you can even be sitting still here and start it up, and man, it's like turning the wheel on your little BMX bike. It's freaking awesome. Oh, also, on the EPS, nice set of aluminum rims comes with it. Standard 25-inch tires, front and rear. The rear ones are wider. I'll pop this off here too to show you. This is where your battery is. You just pull this out of the little rubber nubbins and slide it back, and this is basically your electronic suite here, and your battery right there, solenoid there, and this is your intake for your air box right there. Then this just of course slides back under here. You have two tabs, one here, that you have to get lined up, which I can't do it, I don't think, with, maybe I can. There we go. You just got to get your tits back in your rubber. There, simple as that. Then of course, here's your ignition. I got to check on that toolkit. Somebody comment if you already have a Kodiak, if you have a freaking toolkit or not. Fire this thing up. You have a key to turn. You hear the EFI run. You can see there, it'll tell you if you're in four-wheel drive. Take it out, two-wheel drive. I will say one thing too. I mean, of course, my other Grizzly is a 2009, and this motor, I don't know if maybe they changed the mounts a little bit, or maybe added some more rubber. This motor does not vibrate as much as my Grizzly did when it was brand new. This one's pretty smooth here. That motor on that 500 King Quad is very smooth there. So, there you go. If you have any questions, comments, please do like, share, subscribe. Go get yourself a Kodiak, get outside.